Hello, I'm Phil and this is Tammy Hotsenpiller, and we want to talk to you about speaking good words. Words that are life-giving and not death. And you know, sometimes we don't realize what comes out of our mouth and how we are really bringing this negativity into our own environment. But God tells us in Psalm 91 that we are to seek God who is our refuge, and He will cover us and He will protect us. And connected with that connection comes this idea of speaking words that bring life in every situation. You know, if you stop and think about it, Jesus had a lot to say about our words. He said we're going to be held accountable for every idle word that we speak. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a little alarming, because I wonder, what are my idle words? What am I saying? James tells us that our words are really life and they're death. And so we need to be speaking positive things in our life, in our world, don't you think?
You know, one thing I've started doing, I've done it for a long time, but it's been a new practice again in my life, and that's journaling. You know, when we journal, we begin to see what's really in our heart. And often I say things, Phil, that I don't even realize I'm saying. I know you know that as my husband, and you'll say, what? And I think we speak things at times, we don't realize what's in our heart. You know, the Bible tells us out of the mouth, out of the heart, it's out of the mouth
out of the heart flows the abundance of, out of the mouth flows the abundance of the heart.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Out of the heart, out of the
mouth flows the abundance of the heart.
We got this one over.
No, we don't. That's great.
Oh.
Keep going. Here we go. And this is what happens sometimes. Your mouth gets in the way of your heart. But I think we did a great job here talking about heart and mouth, don't you?
Well, you know, my thought was back to that. When I journal, and out of my journal, when I read it, I can tell what's really in my heart. And then it comes out of my mouth.
There you go.
But I think when we do journal, we really begin to read back, and we can see what's brewing in our heart. We can see whether there's anger, or disappointment, or hurt, or pain, or joy, and rejoicing, and victory, and excitement. So I would just say, as you journal, sometimes that can actually be a filter before you speak to really gauge where your heart is.
That way you can kind of scratch it out instead of just saying, oh no, let's do that one over, right?
I guess
hey, we're
so.
glad to have you with us today. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.